Well, I think again, when you have players of that caliber, you try to limit their time and space, and hopefully force them to play a little bit of the game away from our end of the rink and our net, and force them to play in their zone a little bit more. And obviously, he's developed into a bona fide star in the league, and as you see, he's close to the leaders in points. And yeah, it's early, but again, he's a force to be reckoned with, and I think their whole team has kind of fallen into his leadership path. He's one of the hardest working guys out there, day in, day out, and they put him in situations where he's the man.
Do you think the Santorelli line might embrace a shutdown role well, considering they've been on the leading edge of generating even strength scoring opportunities?
Yeah, well, again, there's those guys are are players that we look to or have been good at doing that in this early part of the season. We only have a small capsule of 6 games, so we're not going to anoint anybody that they're this or they're that right now. We take a cautious approach, but we're going to try and make sure that we have the right people on the ice most of the time when he's out there, and we'll make a decision on who we're going to match up or try to match up. And obviously it's more difficult on the road. We just have to be conscious of when he's out there, no matter who we play against.
Nazem Kadri has made it clear that he wants to play against play against Tavares, and he almost in a way compared himself to JT as far as skill-wise. Is Nazem's confidence one of his best attributes?
Is it confidence? Is it overconfidence? Is it cockiness? Is it all of those things? That's what you always ask yourself. But I look at it as a strength. When you're able to go out and not just talk it, you have to live it. So I'm sure he'll get shifts tonight against John Tavares. So we'll let the tail of the tape or the tail of the video prove that out. When you play against elite players, you have to be very aware of what's going on, and it's not just John Tavares. They've got a good line going in the Okaposo, and the young kid, 89, Conacher from was in Ottawa and Tampa, and they're guys that can move, and they move the puck, and so it's not just the one element, but obviously the center iceman is one of the key positions.
Just touching on that, how much can you pay attention to one guy without almost letting the rest of the game get away from you? How much focus can you put on one single player?
I think that you always recognize, who's out there, but again, it is a team game, and we're going to look at it that we've got to beat the New York Islanders, not just John Tavares, and they're going to look at it that they have to play up against Bozak, Kessel, Kadri. It's a team game, and there's plots that are inside the game, but again, we have a job to do, and we can't just focus on one player. They have more than one player that can hurt you.
Does limiting time and space apply to their blue line as well?
Well, they've joined the rush, and you can see from their back end, the addition of Leddy and Boychuk has kind of solidified their group from a standpoint where I think everybody's playing where they envision them to be playing. You're not playing people too high in the lineup, or they're more comfortable with their grouping as a whole. And they're joining the rush. Hickey's up on the play. Boychuk is up on the play. He's got a big shot. Leddy's an offensive defenseman. The hand, they've got a lot of weapons that can hurt you.
Chance maybe for the power play to break out tonight. I know the Isles have had their struggles in the PK early this season.
Again, anytime your special teams can win the battle within the game, and that's power play's part of that, it enhances your chances of winning, that's for sure. And our power play has had opportunities in the last couple of games to make a difference, and we've come up dry. I think we were 0 for 5 in our last game. Power play goal makes a difference in the hockey game.
What did Nikolai Kulemin mean to your club in the time he was there, and what do you think tonight will be like for him?
Yeah, it's always it's always unique when you're playing against your former team, and Cooley was a good foot soldier for us. He's a very quiet and unassuming guy, but he's a big-bodied guy that goes out there and plays a physical game, and he's on the puck, and he's a hard guy to move. He played a big part in our penalty killing and our defensive side of it, but he also did score 30 goals for his hockey club one year.